Tonight on Game Night, Nikki, Lincoln, Rusty, and myself, Stephanie, are going to play Holmes, Sherlock Mycroft. It's a 2-player game published by Devir and designed by Diego Ibañez. And let's see 30 minutes of Nikki totally bluffing.
Hey, Stephanie and Jiminy.
Hey, Lincoln.
Will you guys teach us Holmes, Sherlock, and Mycroft?
I would love to. So, it's 1895 in London, and a heinous crime has been committed, okay?
Oh.
The police have arrested someone, Michael Chapman, and London's 2 most brilliant minds, Holmes, Sherlock, and Holmes, Mycroft, are on the case. But they're on opposing sides because Sherlock is defending Michael and Mycroft is prosecuting. So we need to figure out if Michael is innocent or if Michael is guilty. And we're going to do that by finding some clues. So the first thing we're going to do is, these are the Sherlock pawns, and these are the Mycroft pawns. We would decide who is going to go first, and it's normally a 2-player game, but we are going to play with teams. So Nikki and I are on a team, Lincoln and Rusty are on a team.
Sweet.
So who would like to go first? How do we decide? Who's the last person to commit a crime? Remember, you're on video, though.
Speeding or anything recently?
I did get a ticket. I got a ticket.
Then that was probably you then.
I probably shouldn't say that. All right. I mean, I'm not guilty. I'm not saying I'm guilty.
Ah, okay.
I'm not saying I'm guilty. Just looking at all the cameras.
You're
okay.
So then you should probably pick Sherlock because you're going to be defending yourself.
Should we be Sherlock?
I don't know, because I don't know who's better.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter, yeah. So, there's no variable player power or anything like that. You're just really just deciding what team you want to be on. So, okay, so Nikki and I will be Sherlock, and then Lincoln and Rusty will be Mycroft, and they will get these 3 pawns, and then we'll get those 3 pawns. So the game is going to last 7 days, not real life 7 days. It's actually a pretty quick game, but these 7 days will just represent 7 rounds. It's supposed to be the 7 days of the week, which are kind of represented on this game board here. And there will be 3 phases. At the start of the phase, which really won't apply to the very first round, because we've already got it set up. But at the start, you would set out 2 players, which we will do here, on whatever day you're on. So we're on day 1. So we're going to set out right now 2 random players. These players at the top, Dr. Watson, Mrs. Hudson, and Inspector Lestrade, are always going to be in this position, and they will never be exhausted, which I'll talk about later. And you can see that they have places for them underneath, which will also show their actions. So since we're in day 1, we have these 2, and then further on, if we were in day 2, we would place another character card here, and so on and so forth. The next thing that you'll do is you will stand up any exhausted meeples, which again you will not have to do on the first turn. So the way that play goes after that is the investigation phase. And in the investigation phase, you will move your meeple. So if you're in the middle of a round, they will be lying down. You'll stand them up in phase 1. So you will move a standing meeple from that card to another card that does not already have a meeple of your color on it to take that action. So that would look something like that. So if this meeple was already here, you would not be able to move that there. You could, if it was a meeple of another color, for example, you could move your standing meeple there and then take that action. That is how that goes. That will take turns. It will start with the first player, which is going to be us, playing as Sherlock, and then we will go back and forth taking those actions. So it'll be kind of crowded at the beginning, but as the game goes on, then we'll have a lot more options as these character cards fill out. These character cards will allow you to do things. They will allow you to take these investigation tokens, which are these, which you'll use to spend to do things. And then they'll also allow you to take these clues. You will have 4 visible clues out here, and so you'll see some of these will let you take investigation tokens, like this one lets you take 3, this one lets you take 5. Dr. Watson lets you spend an investigation token to take a visible card. So you will do that. And the Inspector Lestrade will let you spend 3 investigation tokens to take 2 visible cards. And then we'll talk about these others as they fill out, but a lot of these do some of the same actions. You can see some of them are a little more powerful. Some of them might let you do some different things. After the investigation, after we've each taken a a turn with all 3 of our meeples that were standing. They would now be lying down on different cards, not doubling up on any of the same colors. Then we would move to the end of the day. And at the end of the day, we check to see if there are any meeples. If there are 2 of the orange and the blue of Sherlock and Mycroft on any one character, then you will turn that character over, and that character is exhausted for the day. They are tired. We basically just investigated them to their bare bones, and they just can't even anymore. These that always start in the game cannot be exhausted. So Dr. Watson, Mrs. Hudson, and Inspector Lestrade will never be exhausted, even if at the end of the day there are 1 of each of our pawns on their character card. The other thing that you do at the end of the day is if there was a card exhausted, for example, if we're on day 2, you would then unexhaust the previous day's cards. So if there are cards that were exhausted on the previous round, then you would then unexhaust them. So there will never be exhausted for 2 solid days, 2 solid rounds. And then these would be refilled as you take them at the end of your turn. So
you'll have 4 to start with, but then you'll only have 3 on
your turn. Yeah. So those will actually refill. They do not refill immediately. As you'll kind of see, some of those cards will allow you to take multiples. For example, this one lets you take 2. So you would have to actually pick 2 from these visible cards. You would not get to pick 1. Oop, I'm sorry. And then replenish and then pick that other one, for example. So you would then replenish them at the end of your turn. So these investigation tokens, we will actually start with 5 of these. So go ahead and get you 5 of those. There are only 24 of these total. So if an action would allow you to take more than what is left, you would just take the remaining.
Oof, okay.
So if there are not enough for you to take, you do not get to take extra or sub in any other components for that. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game will win the game. And you win the game by collecting sets of the clue cards. So this is actually a good example of the variety of types of clues that are in the game. There's a footprint, a fingerprint. This is a wild card. You see it has several different clues in there. And then this is a bullet, and there's a few others in there also. The number indicates the number of cards that there are in the game, which they might not all be out. And then that's also the value of the card. So whoever has the most at the end of the game will score that value subtracted by the number of cards that your opponent has that does not have the majority. So if Nikki and I had 4 of the bullets and then Lincoln and Rusty had 2, then we would actually score 4 because it is the value of 6 subtracted by the number of cards that they have, which would have been 2. The wild can be used, of course, as a wild in any set, but you can only use 1 per set. When you obtain a wild, you can assign it immediately to a set that you have, or you can set it to the side to be assigned to a set later. For example, if we already had footprints and fingerprints here, and then we obtain a wild, Nikki and I could set it aside, and then later when we obtain a bullet or a button or something, we could then make that stack a bullet stack with the wild in it. Again, you can only have 1 of those per stack. In the game, there are some cards that will let you have hidden cards, so those are going to be face down, and your opponent will not know what those cards are in some cases. So you have some face down cards. You can never have face down wild cards. If an action allows you to take a card and make it a hidden card, if you end up obtaining a wild, you actually will have to make that visible. You cannot make that a hidden card. The other type of card not shown here is the map fragment. I'm actually going to search through and find, oh, here's one. So there are 5 of these map fragments, and they will score as indicated at the bottom. So if you have 1, it is actually at -1. But if you have 2, that bumps up to a value of 1. 3, it'll be 3, and so on and so forth. If you have all 5 of them, that will be worth 10 points. So that is the map fragment cards, and there are only 5 of those in the deck. At the end of the game, if you are the absolute majority, then you will actually score 3 bonus points. So if we had the absolute majority of bullets, then we would get to score 3 bonus points. If you have any unassigned wilds, it would be -3 points, but at the end of the game, you actually get to end up assigning those to any sets So you can just add those in.
So if it's face up, sitting in your in what you've collected, you can reassign it to something else?
You wouldn't be reassigning it because it's not assigned to anything currently. It is unassigned, but you would then be assigning it to one of your stacks. As long as it didn't make a second wild card in that stack, you could do that. So there could be danger in that if you had a wild card in each stack and you had one that was left unassigned, that would actually still be a negative 3 points. If you have any hidden cards, you will turn those over and assign those as well.
Cool.
So, and again, there would be no hidden wilds, so those would all just be hidden clue cards or fragments or something of that type.
And you only get hiddens by taking a face-down card?
Not necessarily. There are some different character cards that will let you take from this visible stack and then make it a hidden card. Well, you wouldn't be able to do the wild, but take from this stack and make it a hidden card. There's a theft card, I think, that lets you take... from maybe some other player. There's some that lets you take a couple from the deck, pick one, make it a hidden card, and then discard the rest. The discard pile, by the way, will be right here, face down. And that is pretty much the game. Do you guys,
Sweet.
Do you have any questions?
I think I got it. What do you?
I think I've got it.
Sweet.
Awesome. I feel like Sherlock is going to win.
Oh, that's fine.
So.
It's power. So you guys go.
Yep, so we would go first. So
All right.
we will assign a meeple and put it laying down on one of these 5 cards.
Now, what does this guy do?
So yeah, so let's just go over these 5 cards real quick. I did a little bit, but this one is spend 1 investigation token, which is this, to take 1 visible card. This is grab 3 investigation tokens from the pool. We've just split up the pool to make it easier over here. Spend 3 investigation tokens to take 2 visible cards. This one is take 5 investigation tokens. And this one is discard a clue from your hand. So it's either our hand down here or your hand down there. To gain investigation tokens equal to the value of whatever the card is that you discarded minus the day that you are in.
Oh, okay.
So that will become less powerful as the day goes on because you're getting...
so those are clues. What are these called then again?
These are investigation tokens.
Okay, cool.
These are clues.
Sweet.
So yeah, so there's a couple of other cards in there, character cards, that kind of get less powerful as the days goes on.
I have Arkham on my mind because these are clearly...
Right? Yeah. This is not a reroll, so... so yeah, so that's those 5 cards, and we'll see some more characters come out. 1 character will not come out. So if this is a game that you're kind of familiar with, replaying it, you might not have all of the characters come out. There's a dog in there, spoilers, so I hope it's in there. So we get to go first. Do we think we want more investigation tokens, or do we think we're ready for a clue?
No, I think we need Wiggins.
You think
Mr.
Wiggins?
What do you think?
I mean, I think it's good. I mean, they can do it too. So we're not blocking,
All right.
right?
Okay.
So that's a good first action. So we'll take 5 of these. So now we've got 10. We got 10 of these.
You want to do the same thing?
But that will put him out for next
Doesn't
round.
matter. Do we want to give them 5 versus 3 for us?
True. Yeah. I think it's a good way to start.
Okay.
Good night, Wiggins.
Yeah, poor guy.
Okay.
We really exploited his
So we
abilities.
obviously don't want to do Billy, the bellhop, yet. We can
Oh, because you have to discard a clue card.
Well, let's do Dr. Watson.
Dr. Watson or Inspector Lestrade. We'd
How
have
would you
2
do-
cards already. We'd have to spend 3, but
3 to get 2 or 1 to get 1.
but we'll only get to do this once. Unless we think that there's not something out here that we really like.
Those are all
We
pretty
might want
great.
to wait. They're pretty great.
Seem good, so we want them.
What's the range on these?
So there are 7 different types ranging from value 3 to 9, which is
Plus
also
this-
the number of how many cards are in there. Plus there are 5 wilds in the game and then 5 map fragments.
Okay. So it's you guys.
Yeah, so
us.
we think we want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. So do we want to go high or do we want to go low? So we'll go ahead and spend the 3 so that
Gosh,
we don't forget to
with
do
the
that.
absolute majority, it might be like you go for one that you can easily get 3 of or something
Well, that's
like
what I was
that.
thinking, but
Yeah.
it might not come up, and then we don't have a high
Yeah.
score. So
Yeah, it's true. Oh, that's right. You're not going to see all the clue cards,
Yeah.
are you?
no. So what do you think?
9 in a wild,
Not in a wild.
or 6 in a wild, something like that.
I
mix.
like the wild.
Yeah.
For sure. There's
So
only
you're just
5.
wild about wild?
Right.
So,
Wilds are.
So we'll take the wild and we'll unassign it right now because why not? But if we take one of these, we have to decide to add it to the wild or make another pile. Do you want to split
I
the
think
difference
we
and
need
go
to
with
make
8?
another
Or just
pile.
go,
Yeah.
go high?
8.
8? And you would think make another pile?
Yeah.
I think
then
so
we
too.
have options.
I think so too. Okay, so that is our turn. We've spent 3, taken 2 cards, as Inspector Lestrade says. So now we will refill these.
Ooh.
We have a button. Ooh.
Oh,
there's
we
the
got no
I
niner.
think we should go for that 9, man.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question.
Yeah,
Give a pair
okay.
of 9s.
Pair of 9s. Pair of 9s.
I'll just hand those to you.
Thank you.
So now we
A
are on
3.
our last.
2 of those.
What is that? A coin?
I forgot.
That is the false pass.
Ah, okay.
That's what it says. We can take 1. I don't know that we need to do. I mean, this is definitely the most powerful right now, but I don't know that we want to get rid of anything. Maybe.
Gosh, no, not yet.
We could take a button and make this a
Well,
button.
guys, this is 2
Yeah.
3s.
But we can't only take
Oh,
one.
you can't do it now.
Right.
We can only take 1. So I think we should do that
Yeah,
or that. What do you
One of
want?
them.
What do you
On
think?
another 3.
Billy or Dr. Watson? No, we don't want to do that.
Dr. Watson.
Dr. Watson, you think?
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, which one do we want?
Probably the button.
The button? Should we go ahead and add it here or give us options?
How many can we lay out as options? Is there a
Well, we
limit
just
to
don't
that?
want to. We just don't want to run out of stacks to be able to
Okay.
add this wild too.
All right. Let's just.
You think do this or you think
Yeah.
this?
No, 3. I think.
You think so?
There's no limit to this, though?
You cannot make another button stack.
No. I meant if we chose a bullet. we
No,
could
no, you
pick-
can have one.
we could put-
You can
every-
have one of each stack.
Yep.
Could.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe there was,
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that.
Uh-oh.
There's an 8.
I almost would want to think that we should go with Dr. Watson and get one of the 3s to keep them from easily getting majority on that next turn.
Okay.
That's worth 3 additional points for majority.
Absolutely.
So if we pick up 1 now, the best they can do is pick up 1.
Okay, so we just spend 1 to do that.
I would. That's just my
Yep,
thinking.
I agree. That sounds pretty reasonable to me.
Okay.
Ooh, 8s.
And is that not the end of the day?
That is the end of the day.
That is the end of the day. So
That one will exhaust.
yes, this one will exhaust. We'll just move that. Wiggins will turn over.
And then we
All
stand
the
our dudes back
meeples
up.
will stand up. And we will add another character card. We are now in day 2. And Langdale Pike comes out. Langdale Pike will allow you to take 1 to 3 cards directly from the top of this deck. You will discard 2 face down here and then keep 1 as a hidden card. But you'll spend 1 investigation token for each card that you're basically chancing to see. So you can spend 1 of these to just take this and make it your hidden card, or you can spend 3 to have some options.
Neat.
Or 2, of course. So that is what Langdale Pike does. So it is our first turn. What do we want? I feel like
We need to spend 3.
we need to move this meeple.
Okay.
So that you can
Because
come
we
back and do
cannot,
the...
we cannot just redo
we
that
can't
action.
do that, okay.
Yeah, so we have to move this meeple somewhere, and then we can do that action.
Okay.
So we can get some more tokens. We would have to discard, but we would get a
Yeah.
bunch of tokens.
I don't want to discard.
Or we could do this. That could be good.
Okay.
How much do you want to risk?
2.
2? I like it. So we will take these 2 from the deck. We will look at them.
Ooh.
What do you think? Okay.
Which one did you guys choose? No.
And we will, this discard.
Discard, yep.
Discard's here, and it'll be the upside down one, so we know. And so this is hidden, and we already spent, and is your
It's our turn. What do you want to do, Rusty?
Well, we know they can't go back there. Maybe
For now.
Maybe picking up 3 tokens now might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, we got 6. We're not hurting. And they're not going to block us, so...
Okay.
But is there something we want here, or do we want to...
But we can't get anything from there right now because we're at both of those spaces right now.
That's correct.
So we really only have 3 options.
Yep. Let's do the 3. That makes sense. Let's go for this one, though. Get that off of there.
And that allows us to free up for moving one of our guys
Yes,
onto
absolutely.
him again and pick up 2 then. So we'll pick up an additional 3 investigation.
What are your intentions with those investigation tokens?
To
win
get
the
more
game.
cards. Get more
To win the
cards.
game.
To win
So
the
I think
game.
we want to
Clearly.
move this one because Well, you don't need to move that one yet. We'll do that.
Yep.
All right. Spend these 3. And I think...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
These.
smart. You free up an action card that you can use instead of freeing up one where it's not. Ooh, cigarettes.
Cigarettes?
Cigaretten?
Cigars, cigarettes,
Party favors?
party favors.
This one might be useful now.
So spend a couple to get a... You don't think we want, like, 5 or anything like that?
2 from what's visible.
Yeah, I'm wondering. 3. Well, we'd get another 3
We
right off
could
the
get
bat.
another 3. We could.
I think we should do that.
3 and the 5.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
3 and the 5. Like
So we'll
that
spend
idea.
3.
We'll move him to there,
Yep.
and we will take the 3 and the 5.
And the 5. Oh, I see what you're doing. Just getting them in numerical order. Cool. Did we put our dude down flat? We did. You guys get to draw 2 more cards. Ooh, map fragment.
Oh, that would have been nice if we
Drew blind.
-1, though.
Yeah, but that's just the first one.
Yeah, but you got to get a bunch.
Yeah, you get a few. You got to make sure the other person doesn't get all 5. But they may not even show up. That's true.
It's risky.
How many are there? of
There are
those?
5.
Eek.
Only 5. So. And having 3 is only 3.
Yeah, you gotta really go for it.
Yeah.
You got to go for it.
You got to go big or go home. You got to really be like, we're following this map to
You only have
Michael
2?
Chapman in the
Okay.
close. Okay. So we can discard to get investigation tokens. We can get investigation tokens, or we can spend another investigation token to grab a card. We do have that 7 out there that's looking pretty attractive. They're probably going to go for the cigarette butt, which they can do on their next turn.
That poor unloved bullet card been here the whole time. Mm-hmm. I guess maybe another
It's
bullet
not
needs
easy
to show
being
up.
green.
That's
It's in
right.
2 videos. It's in 2 now. What do you think? I am for grabbing this. Probably that, or go ahead and getting 3. But
Okay.
I think I'm a little bit more for
Yeah.
getting clues.
More sets. Yeah.
Okay,
I keep thinking of these clues. I got to get that out of my head.
so we'll do that, and we will take this.
Yep.
Which gives them some more options.
Oh,
That was
7.
the right choice, I
Oh.
think. That was the right choice, I think.
Leaves us with exactly the same options.
Yeah.
Rusty, what should we do?
Block, sig, or map fragment. Hey, where's this bullet?
2 more, and they have majority on 7. We may want to keep that away from them.
Okay, or do you
Right.
want to go for the draw cards off the top of the deck?
I think that might not be a bad idea now.
Because they're not going to be able to draw another card from the array, correct? Based on this is the we're doing the last
this-
thing.
This is the last
Yeah.
thing
This is
of
the
day
last
2.
But then they'll be the first to draw from the other one if they want that.
But they
That will
will
be
expend
exhausted.
that. That'll exhaust that, so it's not available next turn. I think that's probably the best way to go, to exhaust it, so they don't have an opportunity.
But my point is that they can get that 7 right off the bat if they really want it the next round.
True.
Okay, let's do that one though. Let's try it.
Well,
How much-
actually, they won't, because they will have both of their meeples there. If we go there, we can immediately move there on our second turn and grab
Take
that 7.
Okay, that's pretty smart.
You'd
Much
be
better.
costing yourself the cigarette butt.
That's true. What do you want to do there? She made a good pointer.
Button,
She-
button. Who's got the button?
7 points versus 5? Not sure.
Well, remember, if you get all 5, it's another 3.
Oh, well, I thought we only had to get 3 of them to have the majority.
No, absolute majority, right?
Absolute majority. You have to get all of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
All of one
them.
type.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, absolute majority is having all of one type, so 7 sevens. And you cannot use a wild to get the extra bonus points for absolute majority. You could still use that in scoring, but
Right.
that would just not be considered absolute majority.
Okay. So that 5 is a little more appealing.
Right. What do you think, sir? We can also get it the first.
Yeah,
Let's
I
look
say
at that
go
map
big,
fragment.
go home. That we can make the 5 the first
This
thing
is
we go
bigger
after.
home.
Yeah, that's the real one. Let's do the like you're saying. Let's do. How many do you want to spend? 2 or 3? We got.
Let's go 3.
Okay.
We've got the
But
investigation.
we only keep 1, right?
True, but we know 2 others that will be out, and we're going to put those out. That's more information. Than we'll
Okay.
have. So
Okay, I'll go for that.
So we'll just watch what they go for.
Sure.
I
You
remember.
dumped 3 in there?
Yeah, he did.
You gotta move your.
Yeah, excuse me,
Yep.
sir.
It's not good, dude.
no.
It's absolutely terrible. This is the worst thing we could have done.
It's a bunch of.
Maybe.
Do we want to potentially then go that way?
Man, dude. I think you're right. I think that's the best choice.
Yeah.
Ugh. Can I say ugh to that?
But I don't
can.
think it's. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it
Okay,
helps us
okay.
in other ways.
Okay, I'll go. I'll ride along with you there, sir.
Let's see about that, Rusty. Okay, so that is the end of day 2. So
Stand all the guys up and flip
this
over
will
the
now
exhausted.
exhaust. Inspector Lestrade does not exhaust because those 3 never do. That would flip back over,
And a new day.
and you. Oh, I don't know why I did that.
Day 3.
Put that one in there.
Yeah.
Hey, there's the dog.
The
Actually,
dog.
let's just
What's
leave
so exciting about the
Toby.
dog?
Good, I'm glad the dog's in here. Toby the dog is my favorite, and Toby the dog will let you take as many investigation tokens as you have different
Variety.
sets of clues.
Neato.
Yeah. Map fragments do count, but unassigned wilds do not count.
You guys go.
Okay, what do we want to do? What's our strategy here?
Probably Toby.
You think so?
Okay.
It'd be only.
It's only
it would
3. You could go
no,
for
it'd be-
It's only
it would
3.
be 2.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, because this is not
I
counting.
mean,
Yes.
we would just go here.
Never
if we
mind.
wanted.
Yeah, go to Wiggins, right?
So let's
Mr.
move.
Wiggins.
Do you think move this one or this one?
That
I
one.
think this one.
Yeah.
And we will take 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5 to have 6.
What do you want to do, Rusty?
Do we want to go to Dr. Watson and take that 5?
You know, if you're an investigator, why do you need more than one magnifying glass?
They're
You really only
handy.
need one, right?
You put them between each of your fingers and you're really analyzing everything.
You're really clumsy investigator.
Do you
and
have
you
a
keep
team?
dropping
Breaking
them.
them,
Is
yeah.
it a
it could
team
be.
of investigators that you have? Is it-
They're
It's
just
all your
representative.
pockets,
Yeah, I
so
guess they're
you
just
just have to.
representative.
You can get to it quickly.
Let's get the 5. That's a good plan.
The 5.
Yeah. So we go.
Move
Which one do we want to do, though?
I would say we would want to free this one up. That allows us to get 2 cards in
Okay.
a turn.
So we go down.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The 5 there. I still say that. Because that allows us with this one to even pick up.
Yeah, we're just running out of these.
We're running low, but we have other options.
Yeah, we can go there. Well,
I don't know why you wouldn't.
yeah, let's just do that. Okay.
Let's take one of those for the 5.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
Now we got Toby out here. We want to get a variety, though.
Oh, sweet.
Oh my
Now the
gosh.
bullet is worth
now
something.
we're the
So
8's
now we
bad
wanna
news.
get-
Yeah.
Yes.
8 and a 7. Good
so
move.
we want to spend 3 to get 2.
So yeah, do this.
I would think.
Oh, this is bad.
You
Spend
can always
3.
say no to suggesting.
I'm with you. So we want this one, right? And
Yeah.
this one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
They're gonna kick our butts, dude. Butt
There's
kicking.
9. The
And
bullet!
6.
Bullet gets some love.
With the bullet.
So
What
then
do you want to do, sir? We need more
I
of
think we
these.
still
We
probably
do.
don't want to do Toby.
Do we want to get 5?
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Perhaps if we get the 5 from here, leaving this free again, so that we're not locking
Yeah, that's a good
anything else.
idea.
I know.
So we'll go there, take 5. They're delicious. 1, 2,
Do we get that one
3, 4,
to do
5.
this to add it to it?
Well, no, this will stay hidden
Okay.
until the end of the game. But we could, just talking out loud here.
You should be.
Here,
Get
Nikki,
that?
just listen to what my thoughts are.
Okay. Yes, I agree.
We might want to grab that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we can only grab one. I don't want the map fragment. We can get more. This is going to exhaust, but we'll always be able to get 3.
Yeah.
So I think we might want to do. I think we want to do this.
Yeah. Throw a dealy bop.
Or do we want to do this?
Yes. Then that makes that not such a bad thing.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, toss one of your investigative tokens.
Yeah.
I thought we just did.
No.
No.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you're so right.
Cheater,
good.
cheater.
Cheating.
No, she just was
Cheating.
distracted.
I was distracted.
6 and a wild, possibly, if we go to Inspector Lestrade. That would give us 4 categories. We could put the wild on the 9.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Twa.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Oh.
Bump the board.
I like it.
What the what?
Wow, the maps are there finally.
So I guess there's a character card that will let you get rid of these visible cards.
Oh, really? Like dump things from the array?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I think that's the only way for you to do that. So that's everything?
That is all
Okay,
of it.
so Wiggins will exhaust, and Landau Pike will become unexhausted. We are on day 4 now. So Inspector Gregson comes out. Inspector Gregson lets you take 1, 2, or 3 visible cards, spending 2 clue tokens for each card that you
6.
get.
2 for each.
2 for each. But you get 3 cards.
cards.
Could be kind of
Wow.
popular. Could be kind of good. So yeah, all those stand up, and Wiggins exhausted, and that is that. So
Okay.
we need some tokens.
Yep. I don't think now that there are 2 of these out, it's not such a horrible thing to maybe get 2 of those.
We could,
But is it the best?
we could, if we wanted to, spend these 2 for 1 card. And get that one. It's a lot of points.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think?
Yep.
And let's move off of that one. Well, the thing is, we won't have any clue tokens after that.
Right.
So we'll have to go to Toby,
Yeah.
and we'll get 3. Or no, we can go here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go
Go
there.
to her.
Yeah. Okay. So you think move this?
Yeah.
Okay. Do this. Go ahead and spin these.
Yep.
Go big. Or go. Go you know what.
Oh,
go you know where.
Or you go
Cigarette.
home.
Okay, man. What do we got here? We have 4 tokens, investigative tokens.
We could probably use some more.
I don't know, man. I think we should go for a 5 and a map fragment, maybe. But it really bumps us down.
It does, but it also...
But it also, if we go with, here's the deal. Well, we only have the choices. Oh, map fragments count. So Toby would give us 5.
Map fragments do count.
That way we would draw 5 thingies. I think we should do that.
It's a good point. So we're going to spend 4. Now, which one are we going to
Yeah,
come from?
hold on. Let's think about that. Well,
I would say Lestrade, because it frees him up for us to come back even this
but we're
turn.
not blue. Oh, we
You
are
are
blue.
blue.
We are blue.
Yeah, that's a good
You are
idea.
Mycroft.
So
Yeah.
we'll come here.
You think Michael Chapman did it?
You think we should spend 4 to do that?
Well, where do you think we're going to go to get 2 cards?
Yeah. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because I had the wrong color in my head for whatever reason.
You would like the 2 map fragments?
No.
No.
Map and cigarette?
Yeah, map and
Oh,
cigarette.
okay.
Or map and bullet?
Oh
Button.
my god. Oh my god.
Footprint.
Wow. There's some luck going on here.
Well, the
I
thing
think.
is, though, as long as we have majority, we don't need a ton,
Okay.
right?
They're not even trying to...
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
So that's not even... It's not a huge thing. Obviously, we have to get investigation tokens, so we should just do that.
Sure. So we go to Miss
So-
Hudson. There's
Should we go here?
nothing else. Yeah. Because the good one's exhausted.
We could go
so-
here, which would be the same amount. However, we know they're going to go there, and then Toby would be exhausted.
Are we going to need Toby next round?
We might. They might. It actually could be really beneficial for them to have Toby next round. We should probably exhaust it.
Well, the 5 will be back up. That's all that really
Yeah.
matters.
It
as
will.
long as we
Exactly.
get
It will,
re-
but you could then have 6 by then.
We probably won't.
It would be, but they might, and it makes no difference.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take 3.
3.
But you definitely, that's actually probably right. That's
Yeah.
the good thing. Make sure we can't use that with more.
It is. If we had also 5, it would.
Yeah, you would absolutely want to do that.
Right, but
That makes no difference, and it leaves the 3 and the 5 available for the next round for you.
So do we want to go to Toby now? We do.
Oh, we need to. We
tokens.
need tokens.
Yeah.
So let's absolutely do that.
All right. We'll take 5, 4, 5.
Cool.
Okay. Now, do we want to take cards or do we want to get even more tokens? We'll have
I
the
know.
5 available next
Oh,
turn.
that's gonna be
well, but
gone
we'll be
now.
on it. We'll be
Yes,
on
it will
it.
be.
I think
Boo.
But there'll be another card coming
we
out.
set up for next turn by getting some now, and then we can just go crazy.
And then we can
next
just
turn.
move on. And then we can move on to it.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
you see something we should take.
I mean, they can get 1 7 and 1 8. I think if we see another 7 come out, then that might be bad, but
It's not bad now, even
it's
if
not
they do
terrible.
take 'em.
Getting absolute would be great.
Absolutely.
I'm on the fence. I don't want them to just secure the bullets either.
I think we're doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if they take something up here that matches what we have, it's okay, but then we have to be on it next time it comes up. We have to
So you
take
think
it.
some tokens?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to discard anything, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we'll do that. Yeah.
We haven't been letting Jiminy Cricket make any decisions
I know, what is
in
it with
this
you
game
guys?
at all.
Jiminy!
Well, he was just teaching. He wasn't actually having us
Oh,
play.
okay.
No.
Well, he still has a lot to say,
He
apparently.
sure does, man. We just don't know what he's talking about. Okay, Rusty, so do you want to do 3? If we did, I mean, again, Toby's not here, so it's not critical. I kind of feel, meaning to spend 3 to get 2, I kind of think we need to get another map fragment just to make sure it's not a -1.
Yes, maybe, but what if we took the 7 and an 8?
Just to have that variety, that
we would have a
range.
larger variety, so when Toby does come back around, it's a large
3,
number.
5. We don't have 4s out there at all yet, do we?
No.
Is there a 4? There must be.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a thought. It's just a thought. I mean, it does make sense to secure that this is a guaranteed 2
and
points.
that was only a -1.
Right.
I thought it was a -3 when I was originally understood it, and I'm like, oh, that's right. Hey, we got it upside down too.
The
We're not
4
very good
is
over here.
explosves.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, this
Dynamito.
is upside down and your 3 is
Yeah,
upside
what are we
down,
doing
too.
here?
I don't know.
That's been bothering me the entire
sorry, I'm
time,
glad
to
that
be
I-
honest.
Hold it out. Well, I definitely think we should pick 3.
I agree.
2, I mean, excuse me. Pay 3.
Okay. You will pay 3. These are in the pool.
So do we wish to expand upon 6 and a map fragment, 6 and one of the 7s or 8s?
I think we should just take both the 7 and the 8.
All right.
At least it would prevent them from having an absolute majority on that.
That's true.
Oh, God. Hey!
There you go.
Wow.
Well, it's
Should've
still, it's not
landed.
absolute majority. That's
okay.
still good.
Okay. So Toby is exhausted. He's
Poor
real
Toby.
tired.
Rotard.
Inspector Gregson is real tired.
And then we got
And then
Wiggins again, freed.
day 5.
Wow, we're getting
Von
close.
Crum. So Von Crum, the active player, will take a visible card. That's why it's white. And then the other player can choose to spend an investigation token to take a card from the deck, just one, and it will be a hidden card for you.
What would be awesome is you do that when they don't have a token to spend.
Yes.
And they got 6 and we got 2, so.
And it's free to take a card, isn't it? There's
Yes.
no investigation tokens.
Yes, if you are the active player.
Wow.
Correct. So we are first.
Okay.
Okay. So should we get more investigation tokens, or should we get? So we would still have the majority. We just wouldn't have. We would be sacrificing some if we didn't get that. Even if they got both of those 8s, we would still have the majority. We
Or
would
do
just
you want to do this?
and just kind of really secure the 8 a little bit more.
And
Because even if the other 8 came out and they got it, we would have the
Right.
majority.
and
So they would
we
have to be fighting
would
to
stop them
subtract
from
points.
getting majority of bullets.
Yeah. Okay. So we think we want to do. Do we want to do this one?
Yeah, we have to, right?
Yeah.
To get
Well, no, you could do it
3.
here too.
Well,
but it's
that's
more.
from
You're
here.
spending
But
more.
yeah.
And let's face it.
That's
yeah,
from
yeah,
here.
it's true.
So we want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will spend these 3. And so we want to take this one
Sure.
and one of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Majority.
Oh.
Hey,
There's
there
the
we go.
explosives.
Dynamite. The problem is you get the magnifying glass. If it's daytime, it's going to light the fuse on fire.
Well, you have to hold it at the right angle.
That's
Hey,
why it's
look
at
at that,
night.
maps.
That's why it's at night.
Mappity maps. Hey, it's different. Actually, I didn't even notice that. The
maps are
maps are different. That's awesome.
Okay, so it's their turn. So they cannot take those 2.
I don't want to do both.
Okay.
I kind of want that 4.
It's 3 points to you guys if you were able to do it, though.
You're gonna
Exactly.
spend 2 cards.
We'd
to
actually
do
a
it.
4-point swing, right? Because we're at -1 right now. Mm-hmm. But I don't know that I care. I feel like the next round, which there's only 2 more days, if we go for the 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different cards.
Yeah.
That would be 8 tokens, and it would give us plenty of purchasing options.
It would. And we can even use one of the other tokens this round to pick up more this round. We could go to Wiggins and get 5 more, so we would have...
So our choice would be we'd pay 1 to do this, then do that next, and then we can come back there and take 2
Take
more
2
by
more.
chance. That's probably the best
I concur.
choice. Let's just do that right off the bat. Lay that down.
And
spend
the
a
4?
token. Yep, take the 4. A 4.
We
Oh, wow.
Slide that over.
complete
Oh my
set.
gosh,
Oh.
there's so
That
much.
is the so 5, 6, 7. So that would have been absolute. But that's okay.
I know.
But we know that we're gonna win that.
Absolutely.
So-
That's
Okay.
going to be good. 7 points for you guys, probably. We have to actually
Do
take
we
it, and I
just
don't know
want to
that I
go to
want to.
Wiggins right now, then?
To Wiggins. Now they can take those 2. They would be having to take 2 cards to keep us from 2 points to do so. It would actually be more advantageous for them to take those 2.
What if we did this and they've got their last?
Oh yeah, they can't go here because they can't spend it.
I don't know.
Well, we know they're gonna go here,
Sure.
so I don't want them to have a hidden card.
Okay.
They have 8, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
They're gonna get a lot
As soon
of
as
clue
the
tokens
Toby's woken up.
from Toby. Yeah. So we could go here with
What do you want to pay?
3.
3 and
Or
to
2.
get 3 cards.
or 2, just to leave our options open. 2.
Yeah.
We're gonna go here.
Okay.
What do you think? Either is great.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably that one, right? Or
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. Okay.
Agree. Okay.
Yeah, Wiggins, right?
Yep.
We need
We
tokens.
need tokens.
4 and 5.
Okay.
Thank you.
And now, do we need tokens or do we want to do that? They would get a hidden one for free, but they would have to spend a token to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think they would do it though. That's for them. It's an option to choose to do it or
It
not.
is.
Correct.
Yes. But, yeah.
It's a card though.
It's a card for free. I don't know
Yeah.
if there's anything that we really, 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 really want.
No.
We could just spend 1 to take a card if we don't want them to get a card. But,
Right. Or we just go to Wiggins and. Or we go to Miss Hudson and then go to Wiggins on the next day.
I'm
6.
fine exhausting Wiggins.
Okay. Let's tire
I
that
think.
dude out.
What?
Do you really want to?
Yeah. I mean, I know that Toby's going to come back out. I'm not worried about that.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence between like here, or there.
Right. Well, you just said there's nothing out there that we have to have, so I think it's more about the
Now, I will say
investigation
we
dealies.
actually don't need
I know you guys are gonna
all
do
of
great.
these. Mm-hmm. So we could even go here and get a bunch of investigation tokens. Right?
You would get 3
Really? Is it only 3?
because we're in day 5. Minus 8 minus 5 is only
Yeah.
3 tokens.
Yeah. It's like kind of worthless later on.
Yeah. It is. You want to, I guess you want to use that one early on.
I know, but you don't want to get rid of stuff early on.
Nope.
Okay, what do you want to do? Here, here, here.
Right. I
Or
am
here.
good with either one of the investigation deals, so a 3 or a 5.
This one or this one?
Yeah, I think.
Inspector Lestrade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No.
what do we take?
Get those 8s.
Well, I don't. It's only a 2-point difference, whereas if we take the 2 maps,
We get to we gain 4
This
points.
is 4.
4 points. Yeah, that's probably correct.
It is correct.
what
I
do you
mean,
think?
I mean, that's-
Yeah.
I mean, a correct move. You're definitely correct in the addition. So yeah, let's
Look
just do
around
that.
you.
take the
Matt.
truth.
That's right. Maths.
I like it.
And that's the end of the day.
That is the end of the day. So Wiggins will be exhausted. And it is day 6.
Zeeks.
So Porky, Shinwell Porky Johnson comes out. This is where you discard 1 to 3 cards from the visible
Ah.
area. And you would just straight up discard them. It's called intimidation.
Okay.
He is the
He is, he's-
heavy.
Yes.
Okay, guys, what are you doing?
I don't know.
What do we want to do? Okay.
Do you want to go to Dr. Watson?
Which one would we get?
That one.
Or this one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Can I look at these again?
Yeah, I know what they are. But
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
so we definitely want to get a card somehow.
I think so.
We can get a couple. We got to spend a lot to do that, but we could just move this one. We could still do that. We could just discard, just get rid of a bunch. And that way they don't get that. We can discard 3.
Yeah.
But I mean, then again, like that's a 2-point swing, so I think that's really not that great for them. I think they're obviously going to want that wild card, and we don't know where they're going to put that. So they can't make an absolute set out of it. Even if they put a wild and those 2 8s there, we would still have majority.
Take a lot of wilds, I don't think. How many were there? 5?
There are 5.
And
Yeah.
we're only allowed to put 1 wild per stack. anyway.
Exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, it wasn't
and,
gonna.
Yeah, and they are not allowed to be hidden, so they can be discarded. Grab one for free.
Jiminy's trying to tell you guys something.
I
Yes.
know, but we're not paying attention.
I
You
think
want to do that
I
and
think
try
we-
to
I think we
tease
either-
them with maybe
I think we either
burning
go-
one of their...
Yeah, I think we go here.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. From here?
Of course.
Which one do we want?
Yeah or yeah. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's the way I feel about those 2.
What do you think, Lincoln?
I think you guys should take, since you can't add to the 9s, I think you should take the 6.
Let's take the wild. Unassigned?
Assigned.
Assigned to the 6?
Yep.
And you want to do the
Now,
1.
now, is that replenished before the end of the turn? Because the turn's not over yet.
Yeah, we actually can pay the coin to get
Oh,
them.
yeah, it's at the end of the turn.
Yeah, we should do that.
I say we do it. Absolutely, without a question. We just take a look at it and put it face down.
Well, that's what you have to do.
Yep.
But yeah. Unless it's a wild.
Oh, look what came up.
Oh, gosh.
That could be incredibly important.
Yeah.
Well, we could give them a blind card, right?
True.
Or we could pay 2 and just do that.
I knew we did right.
Okay.
I think we need to keep the 9 out of their hands. I say we pay the 2. We can go to Toby as our next action.
Sure, that's fine.
And I say we clear it from here.
Yep. Sounds great.
We'll take that 9.
I like it.
Okie doke.
I like it a lot.
A button.
Okay. So we're obviously going to move this one.
Yes.
We can Toby and get us 4.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think we need to do at some point so that they cannot Toby this time and next time.
Okay. That gets us 4, correct? Mm-hmm. Not bad.
No question. Toby, 8. We don't have any tokens.
No, I know.
Are you thinking the free one?
Not really. There's nothing we really want. I mean, a 6 would be cool. Because a tie just then is done. But there's still one more round, and they may have a 6 there.
True, but we're going to need tokens.
Yeah, we can do the 8. It's pretty awesome.
And I mean, I don't think we're going to get to use it next round. We wouldn't want to use it next round.
Well, we want the 5 probably. You're going to want to spend as much as you can, I think, on that final round.
Right, but the 5 will come back.
Of course.
So
Yeah, let's do that one. Take 8. I'll take 4 over here. You take
and I'll take 4 over here. Excellent.
egg salad.
Okay.
Balance.
Do we want to do this or this? We got a lot of tokens. Or we can even do this if we think there are that many. But honestly, we really don't need any of those. I mean, maybe that one, maybe that one.
It doesn't hurt,
I'm
but...
kind of thinking this.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the hidden information is pretty neat.
Yeah.
3.
Yes.
We only get to keep 1.
But
But I think it's good.
Yeah, there are 2 that are
One,
gone. You guys are deciding
2,
2 that go away.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one? Or no? Yeah. We don't want that.
Well, we could, but yeah. Yeah, I think it's between those 2. Man, we just keep getting good cards.
That's not what we got.
I guess
Keep or throw away?
I think we'll keep this one.
Okay.
I think so. Yep.
2 cards? Is that what we're looking at right now? 3 for 2 cards, or...
I think we should take a green. I don't know the 6. I don't know that...
The 8 would reduce the difference by 1 point. The 6 would reduce it by 5 points. I think it's a 6-point turn if we take... Well, visibly it's a 6-point turn by taking a 6 and an 8.
I know, we could also... Yeah, I don't know if I want to do... Well, CM3 is pretty awesome, though, with the... Lestrade, is it? No, it's a Langdale Pike.
So do we want to try to go through the deck? Get 1 more hidden, burn 2 more cards?
I think you need to have... We have 8. Is that
We
what
have
we
8.
drew up? Think about how much we have to spend in the next turn. Right? What's going to be visible?
We're going to need 6 if we want to take 3 in 1 shot.
Yeah.
So do we want to get more tokens instead?
So, okay, but that's 6. Then if we got more tokens, that would be 3 more, so we'd have 5 beyond that. What else would we be spending on? We'd be spending 3.
And possibly 1 on Dr. Watson.
And then we could have, if they wanted to go for another card for free, which is awesome, man. I sort of wish we could have done that.
But we also don't know what the Day 7 character is going to be either.
It's true. He could be...
You could still do this.
Of course. But I don't know that that's... I guess it's kind of a punt, but I feel like we don't have... We might not have enough tokens to do everything that we want. But I don't think extra tokens, investigation tokens give us anything at the end of the game. So we kind of just want to... Or maybe it's a tiebreaker. Maybe a tiebreaker.
It is a tiebreaker.
Yeah, okay.
After that, there is no tiebreaker. You play another game. And
Oh,
then
that's
that is the
right.
tiebreaker.
That's right. You were telling me that
Wow.
earlier. That's awesome.
Sorry, I should have said that. Yeah, and if the points are even, then investigation tokens are the tiebreaker.
I'm torn between these 2. I don't know what you're torn between. I don't know if you
Natalie and Brulia, you need to figure it out.
Let's see 3 cards. What the hell?
All right.
Spend 3. What the hey? Could be something wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. Why couldn't we have had these earlier?
I think
This stinks.
yes, it does.
It's absolutely.
Stink-a-whiff?
It's the opposite of a previous time that we had this happen,
Yes.
Stink with.
as far as both of them being awful.
I think that one is probably the best out of all of them.
Okay.
Honestly.
Yep. It kind of
I think
sucks, but
yeah, it's not great.
upside down.
Awesome. Okay. And that is day 6. So Toby and Langdale Pike will exhaust.
They're exhausted.
Sleep
They are
well,
so
Toby.
tired. And Wiggins will come back out to play. And who is the last one? Irene Adler.
Uh-oh.
She's wily.
Irene Adler is you spend the number of tokens equal to the day. So that would be right now day 7.
Jeez.
To take a visible card from the other players.
Oh, she is wily. She's a
Stack.
thief.
Wow.
Is that the thief that you were saying before?
Yes.
Neat.
Wow.
You cannot take a hidden card. Those are protected. So I'm just saying, we do have 7 investigation tokens.
Yeah. That seems very expensive.
It does. So I think we could take a wild if we wanted to. Mm-hmm. So we could take this wild, and it would actually hurt them there, and we could choose to put it anywhere,
Okay.
except for here or here.
I don't know, though. 7
It's a lot.
seems...
They cannot steal from us yet. They
Yeah.
could. They would have to spend 2 pawns trying to steal from us.
I think there are better things we could do
Okay.
with our investigation.
What would you like to do?
Dealy bops. I think.
Okay.
We could... Do you want to flush some cards?
I think we want to do that. We make them take them.
Okay.
Do you think? Or no? Or do you think just go here?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Was
Well, yeah,
the one-
I know that's what I meant, but
Yeah.
I mean, we could try and make them take them, or we could just flush these 3. But then they
Right.
have 3 whole new options.
That might be better for them.
could be. That's what I'm saying. Is they
God,
could
you're
be
right. We didn't pick the right one.
Do you want to rewind?
No, it's awesome. We totally picked the wrong one.
Yeah, it should have been the extra 3. Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yes.
Oh, of those, yes. Yes.
So
Oh,
what do
well.
we think? Flush or take?
You are correct about that. It might help
Possibly giving them new.
Cards to choose from.
them.
Yeah.
Do you want to just seal this up a little stronger? Just take 1? Is that a waste of time?
Is it a waste of tokens? Because if we take 1, we can't steal, right?
Well, you still can get 5. You can do the same thing.
Like
as we're doing.
basically, we could take this, and that's just 4 points.
Okay.
We could do that.
You want to steal.
A little bit. I wanna
Okay,
say. A little
I can
bit. Look
see.
at she's busting
I
at the
think it's-
seams
I
to
don't
steal one card. We don't have to. But that's 4 points versus this is potentially securing, which is right now.
I
Right
think
now
s-
Right now it's what 6 months. Right now it's 5 points. So if we lose that, yeah, but then that's a guaranteed 4. Unless they've got another one over there, which I'm kind of betting they probably didn't keep a 4 over there.
Okay.
Maybe. I think they wanted to fake us out and secure something else.
I don't know.
Or we could steal this. This is worth it's a lot of points to make sure that we've got it. Right? To get it and tie it or whatever.
I am not for stealing, but clearly
You're not?
it's a card in the game, so
Well, we can wait and think about stealing later, but
Next turn.
They could steal from us. They could get some tokens, steal from us, and then we could just steal from them.
yeah.
So,
So what
do we wanna
what
do?
does that say to you?
okay, do we want to flush or do we want to take cards or do we want tokens?
Why don't we take tokens?
You think so?
Then we can see what they do.
Just take 5?
What?
No, we
think
don't know
so?
what we're doing.
Yeah, we don't either. So, all right, we're taking 5. It's done.
Okay.
Can't be undone. So now at least there's the threat of us stealing. They know that we can steal. We have the power. We can do it right here.
Sure.
And we have the tiebreaker.
5.
It's like peeling and
Do what?
chicken.
Oh, get 5? Since they left us the 6, I think we should take the 6. Doesn't mean they don't have it over here.
True. True. Are we doing 1 on that? I think 1 would be safer, and it would would leave tokens for us. It would allow us to take 2 from there.
Because, I mean, look at that. They got 7 and 8. That's huge for them. We've got 1 subtracting those. And that 6 is huge.
Yep.
It's potent. I mean, if we can at least make it so that it's only 4 points and not
Yep,
5.
I agree. Are we
Do we
taking-
want another card? I don't see anything we really want. That is the downer.
Yeah.
We can't do the one that we all did the last turn, so to look at 3 more. I think you guys were wise not to flush because it leaves us with not
Well,
such
because we
great-
know that there's not another 8 out there.
But additionally, we don't necessarily want them, right? It does
No, I
shave
mean,
off
it's-
2 points if we took those, but is
Sure.
it worth our effort to just shave 2 points
Probably
off?
not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
We don't even care about the 7.
This would
I
be
mean,
shaving 1 point. This would be tying it up.
Negating.
Yeah, which is 0 then for
Yeah,
either of
that
us.
would-
Doesn't mean you
it
guys
takes
don't get 0, but
5
it means
points from us,
it would
yeah.
now be 4 at
It's a 5-point
best.
swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say definitely take the 6, but are we going to go for 2 cards? I think 1 card makes sense.
It's going to be what it is because I don't like what we see there. So let's just do that.
1 card,
Yep, spend the clue token.
and that
Or
gives us,
investigate token.
and it leaves us 4, so we can come back and take 2 if for some
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
they change things.
So they could have the 5 in there. And then they would have absolute.
Absolute power. We have absolute power.
What do we want to do?
Probably Inspector. Yeah.
And just take what?
Stuff.
That?
Yeah. Like they were saying.
Well, we could still steal 1 from them if we do that. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
At least we can subtract 1 from their 5.
Yeah. And now we know for sure they can't have absolute. For
So
sure.
that will cost you 3.
Yeah. Thank you.
She keeps trying to do that, man.
I just want to do this
We got to
for
keep
the
our eye on her.
Cheater head.
I'm not a cheater. It's on camera.
What do you want to do, sir?
Slide in the hand.
Yeah. That, yeah.
Here's the problem. If we take 3, there's only 1 option for us for the last turn.
Right. No, there's not just 1.
Because we will,
If we spend 3.
if we spend 3, we'll only have 1
I mean, 1 token to spend.
token to spend for our last action. Which would technically leave us only 1 space.
So you're thinking we should get 5 more tokens?
Yeah, because it would give us the opportunity to steal.
Yep.
I think it protects us and gives
Yep.
us other flexibility.
Yep. That's what it's got to be. Let's take 1 from there and 4 from there.
Let's be dirty thieves.
Okay.
Okay.
We
We're
have
gonna-
to.
We're
I think.
sending 7 of our best magnifying glasses out
No.
to steal. So we will spend 7 because that's what day we're in, and then we will take the 9.
Yes.
Wow, is the day you're in? Boy, that would be nice earlier for
Super
sure.
expensive.
And then that goes to hidden.
Face
so
down?
It cannot be stolen
Okay.
back.
Ah.
So they must have that 5 underneath there.
Sure.
Do you want to take that? Is it worth 7 tokens?
It's only 3 points. It's 4 points. Because they would subtract 1 from us anyway, so we'd only get 4 instead of the 8 for it.
Glad we made him. Glad we took that and made him.
Yeah.
But we could always steal another 9 from them back.
That's true.
But if they, have more 9s than we have,
Right. I don't know about the bird in the hand or, one here on this one. I don't see what...
The bush.
stealing the 6, though, would leave them an unassigned
Which they can use to change, right?
true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't...
I think so.
I agree. I think the 5 makes the most amount of sense. It's a 4-point swing.
Okay. So we spend 7.
7.
Yipes, I don't like
2,
doing that.
4, 6, 7.
Cool.
And that is
So
that.
that is that.
Oh, you're right, Rusty. Thank you.
So now it is end of game. All hidden cards
Or
will
put into the piles.
Get
be
assigned.
put in.
Or what have you.
Yeah, they had a 6.
So
And a 9. Couple 9. Or, yeah,
They had-
an additional 9.
yeah, but it would have been 4 to 4. So that's good because their 4 meant nothing. They did have the 5. They had another map piece. We knew the other one was in here. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go 9 and
9,
start
yep,
down.
yep.
So 9. So we have the majority.
Yep.
So it'll be 9 minus 3.
6.
We have the majority in 8. 8 minus 1 is 7.
7. That's huge.
We have
That's
the
huge.
majority in 7. 7 minus 1 is 6.
That's huge. Huge.
We have the majority in 6.
Minus
6
4.
minus
2 is 4.
2 is 4. And then you have majority and absolute majority in 5, so you'll get 8 points. 5 points for the 5, and then 3 for the bonus. You have majority, but not absolute, in 4, so you will get 4 points. And then you will get 3 points for your 3. And then
6
you'll
for
get
that.
6 points for your 4 map pieces. And I think it's going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
And the final score is Sherlock 23, Mycroft 21.
Neat.
Sherlock wins.
Neat.
What was, okay, I have
Yeah, I
to
wanna
see.
see what
I
the-
have to know. So we discarded that early on.
Right.
What was it anyway?
What?
The 3?
The 3?
No, I was looking at.
So look at this.
thing.
This is what we had here,
Yeah.
guys.
21 to 23.
Oh wow,
I like it.
close.
But did you see there? This
So
is
we
what we drew.
discarded this.
We drew 2 9s.
Oh,
and
Oh,
what was the other one?
A 5.
Yeah, it was horrible. No. Yeah, it was.
It was
Well,
5.
the 5 was good for you.
it was horrible.
Because even if you had that 9,
Yeah, it was only 1 9. That was the problem. It was early on. I'm like, this is terrible to get 2 of these right off the bat.
We
Yeah.
discarded that wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the 6, okay, the 6 and
Yeah.
the 4 is what they discarded towards the end. And then what didn't come out?
The
And
9
the other
and the
9 and the other
6.
6.
Wow.
And what character did not come out? Violet Hunter did not come out. This lets you exchange one of your clue cards with one of the visible cards.
Oh wow, that's a neat one.
So that is pretty neat,
Hmm.
actually.
What do you
yeah.
think, Nikki P?
I liked it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Then to think all of that can be your internal dialogue when you actually play it
singly.
too.
Yeah, it was fun talking. I liked it.
Yeah, it's pretty wily.
It is.
It is really. The timing on this, so you can get
Absolutely.
what you want when you want it. The exhausting people.
Yep. Yeah,
this is-
strategically
yeah,
exhausting.
That's what
that
I'm
was
saying,
the awesome one that you
whole,
guys
like,
did to
yeah,
prevent us from taking another 8.
The
That would have been
choice-
huge.
We had to.
The choices are much deeper than just going, okay, I want to do this. Okay, I want to do
Right,
this.
I want to
Yeah.
do this action now.
Yeah.
Can I go next?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can always.
Okay. Well, I'm an excited puppy.
Okay.
I'm Toby, basically,
Toby.
in real life. I like that you can always take that action and aren't blocked from it except from your own piece.
Exactly. It's not. It's there is no worker placement where you block that from the other player.
Yeah. Which
Other
is
than
another
flipping it.
is also a fun and interesting strategy.
Right.
But I like that it's something different. I like that you can go, well, we definitely want to take that action, so let's move this one first.
Yeah.
I like thinking about that. I like the hidden information. That's cool. And then I like having knowledge of the
The hidden
discards
information is.
that will never come back into the game.
Absolutely,
that you know
yeah.
are permanently out and gone.
I love the hidden information. I think
That's
that's
strong.
That's
powerful.
That is interesting. And we thought about using that. That could be really good.
I think
But
you
it
guys
gives-
chose correctly that turn though, because it was terrible choices for us. It was
Exactly.
None of these were really gonna. Although had we taken
Well, the
them,
wild
we could have
wasn't
tied,
there.
and then we would have had to play a game again.
Yeah.
If we'd
But-
just done those 2, right?
We
would've
knew.
pulled
But
2
then,
points.
but then something else might have come out that we needed.
true.
There would have been different
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
That would have changed the game.
But we knew that this was stuff that was not exciting for them.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
not
So the
good.
risk was to flush 1 to 3 of them and have something that you guys want.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I
So-
like secretly being able to, hidden cards and being able to see that it's awesome. It's hugely powerful. It is frustrating. Like we did have 2 9s. It was like, oof. I would have much rather had those 2 9s show up.
Well, you would have had to discard 1.
No, my point is had we
Yeah.
not had those turn up and they just came out, we would have had a better shot at them. We can only take 1. And I thought, oh, let's go for the 5 because we're close. And we ended up doing that by stealing from you.
Right.
To get the
But we
absolute majority. And it helped us
basically
it kept
forced
us
you to do
closer.
that.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, we basically had to force you to steal.
Well, had we not done it, we would have been 3 more points behind you guys. So it's
Yeah.
like that was the thing about the 6 when we didn't.
I thought you might take the wild for the 6 because that would have been a 5-point swing.
Would it have been?
Yeah, because we.
Well, didn't we take
at
the 6?
Time,
We took the 6.
At the time,
It was
yeah.
a 6 and a wild.
Oh, there was a 6 there?
Yeah.
And that wild came out?
Yeah,
Okay,
that we
yeah,
chose
that's
the
right.
6.
That's right, that's right.
Had we stolen one of their 9s back, that may have changed
absolutely.
things because it would have been a 4-point swing.
No.
It would
It'd
have
be
been
9
tied.
and 9. It would have been tied
we
and it
got,
would
we
have been
got
gone.
6 for this.
Yeah.
It would have been tied.
We would have
Yeah.
won.
We would have won had we stolen the 9.
Yeah.
Oh, but we would not have gained the 4
3.
points for this
Yeah.
Right.
because we
That's how
had
math works.
majority. We
We
didn't
had
have
5. We
majority,
got an additional 3, right?
and they would
It
have
would have
had
been minus 4
1-5.
because
So
we would
yeah,
have
so
had
it's
1.
4
So it
points.
would have been. It would have
Tied.
been tied,
Okay.
and then we would have to play another
Yeah.
game.
Oh, great.
Look around you, maths.
It's math. I like the tug of war element of that, though. I think it's really. I've seen that kind of element before, but I love the role selection aspect that really.
The resource management
Yeah,
of getting
it's-
investigation
yes.
tokens.
I
And
was
there was one
worried-
point where there weren't very many left
know.
because we had a bunch, and I
But
was
that was
like,
because I think we were all preparing for the end,
We were trying
knowing
to
that it
steal.
was going to be rough.
Yeah.
And I am bummed that the stealing one came up. Not that it was. I just would have liked to have seen where we didn't have to blow that much. Both of us blew it. You know
Sure.
what I mean?
because we would have stolen early and often,
Yeah,
right?
it showed up
I
earlier.
mean, if that was day 2,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
take 2 to steal,
Yeah.
and then put it hidden.
Well, it would have been a different thing then. And that's not
Yeah.
necessarily terrible. At least it's inexpensive to do at
Yeah.
that point in time.
I kind of like that we had that one come out. Nobody used that one. You know?
No, we never
It
did.
didn't seem exciting.
Well, we could have at
'Cause
one
you have to
point where I
discard
was
a
like, we
card.
could have done that, but at that point it was, you're right, it was only 3.
Yeah, well, like
we
when you have
definitely were gonna
a
discard a
huge
9.
amount of those cards and we're not even getting close,
The
you
only
had
s-
some currency to do that.
Right, but that was the only safe one that I really felt like we could do because I didn't think that we could do the 9 because we were so
Yeah.
close on the 9. So if we'd maybe done that early on, but we didn't know that all of the 8s were out there until a little bit later.
Right.
We still probably could have.
It would have been hard
I was
for us
trying to
get-
wrap my brain around the concept of we don't need a bunch of these.
Exactly.
You know,
Unless you're going for absolute. And
Like,
I don't
we
think you
didn't-
want to go for absolute on the big ones.
we took one of those 7s
Yeah.
and we didn't need to
I was kind of worried for you guys initially.
because
when
we
you-
had a hidden.
I was worried for you guys initially because it was like only 3 suits, and I'm like, even though it's big points, I was like, shoot, I wonder if that's going to be bad.
That's
but
what I was
mean,
thinking was go big on the
those?
numbers because it doesn't
we did
subtract
okay.
a lot. I know, but for you to be defensive, you've got to have the cards come out. So that's why I thought going with the big numbers would be the best thing.
Well, I thought we were going to do fine on the 9. I thought we kind of had it. I was worried that you guys had cards. You had 1, right, in your hidden?
We had, we stole the 1,
Yeah,
but we
no,
did have
we had
1.
one
So we
hidden
had
in
2,
addition, yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah.
That's
We
that's
had a
interesting.
9 and
I
a 6
definitely
and a
it would have
7.
been a different game had we been able to hold on to that. But again, getting those 2 up front was bad because I thought, oh, we're doing okay on that. Oh my God, we got 2 of these and we're gonna have to probably get rid of
and
them.
then there still was one more
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
the very bottom.
Yeah.
Hey, Rusty, what did you think of this?
I really enjoyed the variable characters out here, so we didn't know what order things were coming up in. So
That's
just-
true.
I mean, just because you know what the characters are and you've played this a few times, you're not necessarily know that the character that you rely upon in many of your games is going to come out, and you're not sure that it's going to come out in the order even if it
Exactly
does.
when you need it.
When you need
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And that gives it a lot of replayability. So, I mean, the mechanics are simple. You've got a lot of simple choices in the beginning because there's not many, but as those choices grow, they become harder, and the decisions you made in the previous round really do affect, did you get enough spyglasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to get enough the next round? And so, you know, you have 3 actions each round, and it's tough choices, and I like that in a 2-player game. So.
Yeah, especially for it being actually kind of simple, but deep. You know, there's some depth to it for
Yeah.
a 2-player game. Not that there's not a lot of great 2-player games out there, but this is really neat for the amount of time it takes and everything.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool.
It's like somebody went, hey, Lost Cities was a great 2-player game. Let's really make it deep. Let's give it complexity
Right.
and make it something you really want to play.
Yeah, it does have a Lost Cities element to it, doesn't
So
it?
you can actually add a little bit
Even more complexity?
Yes, complexity to the game. So there are these other cards. So there are some villain cards, and there is a double-sided Sherlock Holmes,
So it changes as
Mycroft Holmes
as somebody
card.
plays it or as it gets exhausted.
So what you'll do is whoever starts first. So for example, in the game that we just played, since Sherlock started first, you would get this card, and you would get to reserve a card from the visible clue area. And reserving a card means you would take, so say there's 4 cards out here. So you get to take one of these, and you can reserve it horizontally in your area like that. And then later, you can choose, instead of taking a card from the visible area, you can choose to take the one that you have reserved instead. You can only ever reserve 1 card at a time.
Wow, so that would have given us some choice in those ones that we didn't like.
Yeah. If you want to reserve another one, you have to obtain this one first, is the only way to get rid of that. The interesting thing is you can do it any time on your turn. So even after you've taken your action and you've replenished all of these cards, then you can reserve even just the card that just came out. So
That seems really powerful.
even after you've replenished them, you can reserve the card using this, right?
And then
you can
immediately
get it
that
out.
card would flip over and you get to go, then you have the opportunity to do that?
Yeah, so you would, as Mycroft in the game that we just played, for example, say you reserved this map card, right?
Then we
so once
immediately
you did
turn it
that,
over.
then you give it to us, and now we can use that, and then
Neat.
we can do a new one. So this is your reserve, and this cannot go away
Till we
and be
can't
replaced.
exercise that once you've chosen
Even
one
if
until
you
after
get
we've
it back,
got exactly.
right? Even if
Neat.
you get it back and we've done it, you would still have to use this to reserve another card.
Neat.
Okay. And so then that would just stay there with you if you never reserved
Yes.
another card. It would not go back to us. There's also an alternate setup. So, and this kind of gives Sherlock and Mycroft some choice on what characters go here. And what you get to do is you get to, so these are all in the deck at the very beginning of
Right.
the game.
Plus the 2 that we have for day 1.
Nope. So for day
Before
1,
those even come
this
up.
is the alternate setup. So these are all shuffled. So you'll get these 2, and we get these 2, and we will simultaneously choose one to put in the day 1 area. So like we might go, well, we don't want this one in there.
interesting.
Let's put this one in there. We want Von but that would be simultaneous. So we would both go. Okay, are you ready?
We want that lady up right away, man.
Oh, yeah.
Irene. Okay, so
No,
so we Violet
Well,
Hunter.
yeah, I wanna
okay.
do the swap
So
with
we
the,
would do that, and these would go back, and they would be shuffled back into the deck. So we get a little bit of choice on what comes out in day 1, rather than it just being completely random.
Neat.
Okay.
There's also some villain cards that you'll add. You'll see that they have the same back as the character deck because they are essentially characters also. Whenever they come up, you execute the action on there immediately. You do this after setup of day 1, by the way. These will not ever come out on day 1. So
okay.
this will be either setup that you do, whether
They will
you
not be
choose
there.
the regular one or you choose the one where Sherlock and Mycroft have a little bit of say over this, they will not be in the day 1 area, but they will be in the rest of the deck.
Right.
As they come up, you will execute their action, and then they will go away, and then you will draw a new character.
So they're just like a little kind of interrupt that you do something different with.
And they are villains, and you can add in one or both if you would like.
Okay.
So there is there are some options there too. Like it looks like this one, Sebastian Moran. Starting with a starting player, each player must lay down one of their standing
So you lose
action
an action
markers.
in that round.
Yes. During this turn, they will have only 2 actions, and naturally will not be able to use the character under the laying down marker. So, if you were here, for example,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's what
locked
you
now.
chose, that is completely locked now. And Moriarty,
Yeah.
both players, starting with the initial player, discard a visible clue from their play area or return 2 investigation markers to the reserve. The process must be repeated one more time, but in reverse order. If a player does not have clues and not enough investigation markers, this player will have to give all those that he or she holds. So that one makes you lose some clues or lose some investigation tokens.
And what is the reverse order? So
It happens twice. So
Okay.
you'll start, for us, maybe, like I think it says initial player. So
It'd be Sherlock in that.
yeah, so it would start with us,
and then we do the same.
and then you would do it, and then
And
you
we
would
do
do
it
it again, and then
Oh
we
wow,
would do
so,
it.
a double whammy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ugh.
they are
That's what
very
the
bad guys.
Yeah,
They're
they are
villains.
villains. So these just kind of shake things up a little
Let me
bit.
see those. That's Moriarty.
Yeah.
Ah.
So those are the optional cards, or these, and the Sherlock Mycroft card, and then the alternate setup for day 1, which I actually think that's pretty cool.
That is neat.
Yeah, that is neat.
So,
Well, thanks for teaching us, Stephanie and Jiminy.
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Okay.